On the southern shores of the Baltic Sea, nestled between Poland and Lithuania, lies a fragment of Russia entirely separated from its motherland. This is the Kaliningrad Oblast, a peculiar and fascinating exclave. At its heart sits the city of Kaliningrad, a place with a story unlike any other in Europe. To journey there from Moscow by land, one must cross through at least two other sovereign nations. This geographical isolation has shaped its destiny. This unusual location makes Kaliningrad a place of immense strategic importance. It is Russia's only ice-free port on the Baltic Sea. This has made the city a vital military stronghold, home to the Russian Baltic Fleet. Its position, deep within the territory of the European Union and NATO, turns it into a geopolitical flashpoint, a sentinel of Russian power at the doorstep of the West. To understand Kaliningrad requires a journey back in time, through layers of history that reveal a city of many names and many masters. Before it was Kaliningrad, it was Königsberg, a jewel of Prussia and a beacon of German culture for centuries. Its story is one of dramatic transformation, of a place completely remade, its population replaced and its very name erased, only to be rewritten by the victors of a devastating war. Our story begins in the 13th century with the Teutonic Knights, a crusading order that conquered the pagan Prussian lands. In 1255, they built a fortress named Königsberg, or King's Mountain. Around it grew not one but three competing towns, a unique structure that defined the city for nearly 500 years. In the 16th century, the Teutonic state was secularized, becoming the Duchy of Prussia. Königsberg was its capital. This culminated in 1701, when Elector Frederick crowned himself king in Prussia within the city, announcing the birth of the formidable Kingdom of Prussia. The city blossomed in the Enlightenment, embodied by its most famous resident, the philosopher Immanuel Kant. He spent his entire life in Königsberg, yet his mind revolutionized Western thought forever. The city's very layout inspired a famous mathematical problem whose solution by Leonhard Euler laid the foundations for graph theory. After German unification in 1871, Königsberg became the proud capital of East Prussia. It was a city of order and prosperity, a bastion of German culture on the empire's eastern frontier. The First World War shattered the city's peace. Though it was saved from capture at the Battle of Tannenberg, the war's end brought a new reality. The Treaty of Versailles created the Polish corridor, physically cutting East Prussia off from the German mainland. This new isolation would sow the seeds of future conflict. In the climate of economic hardship and resentment, the Nazi Party found a receptive audience, promising to restore German pride and reunite the severed territory with the Reich. This path led to a second, more devastating war. In August 1944, the illusion of safety was shattered when the Royal Air Force targeted the city. 2 nights of raids unleashed a catastrophic firestorm, obliterating the historic heart of the city. 700 years of history were consumed by flames. The end came in 1945, as the Red Army reached the borders of East Prussia. What followed was a chaotic and desperate flight of the German population in the bitter cold, a humanitarian catastrophe on an epic scale. The city itself was declared a fortress and defended to the last. After a brutal final battle, German Königsberg ceased to exist. At the Potsdam Conference, the victorious Allies agreed to annex northern East Prussia into the Soviet Union. In 1946, the city was renamed Kaliningrad. The last of the German population was expelled, and the stage was set for the creation of a purely Soviet city. A massive settlement program began, bringing people from all corners of the USSR to populate the new territory. The German past was systematically erased. Ruins were demolished, the medieval street plan was bulldozed, and a new city of stark, functionalist Soviet buildings began to rise. During the Cold War, Kaliningrad's primary importance was strategic. The entire region became a closed, heavily militarized zone, a dagger pointed at the heart of NATO. For decades, it was a city hidden from the world, its daily life shrouded in secrecy. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 was a geopolitical earthquake for Kaliningrad. With the independence of its neighbors, The land corridors to the Russian mainland vanished. The city was now more isolated than ever before. This triggered a severe economic crisis. The once mighty military city became a symbol of post-Soviet decay. As the city opened up, it began a period of soul-searching, grappling with its German past. The painstaking reconstruction of the old cathedral became a powerful symbol of this new, complex identity. Yet this revival is a source of tension, exemplified by the debate over the fate of the monstrous, unfinished House of Soviets, a relic of a failed communist dream. Today, Kaliningrad remains a place of immense strategic importance and deep fascination. It is a Russian city where the most famous resident is a German philosopher. Its story is a powerful reminder of how borders shift, identities are remade, and the echoes of the past continue to shape the present. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. If you found this journey fascinating, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support allows us to continue telling these important stories. Until then, thank you for watching.